15 unbreakable records in football. Perfect for those of you who are cooking right now, washing dishes, or maybe even driving on the road. The first record belongs to Messi, with the most goals scored in a single calendar year. In 1972, Gerd Müller created one of the most unimaginable feats by scoring 85 goals, 72 for Bayern and 13 for the German national team. An absolutely monstrous number at the time. But 40 years later, an extraordinary Messi in football history completely shattered that record with 91 goals. Nowadays, he may look like he just walks around stroking his beard, but back then when he played, his running was still terrifying. That year, Messi scored 79 goals for Barcelona and 12 for Argentina, including 59 in La Liga. It took 40 years after Gerd Müller's achievement for someone to break this record. So we'll probably have to wait quite a long time to see it surpassed again. Speaking of Messi, we cannot leave out Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the player who broke the record for the most goals scored in a single Champions League season. That record had stood for more than 50 years since José Altafini of AC Milan in the 1962-1963 season. In the 2013-2014 season, Ronaldo scored 17 goals in what was the craziest season of his career. He started with a hat-trick against Galatasaray right in the group stage, then went on to score 9 goals in the next 6 matches. Entering the knockout rounds, Ronaldo still did not stop, scoring 2 against Schalke 04, 3 against Dortmund, and 2 in the semi-final against Bayern. Reaching the final against Atletico, Ronaldo sealed the 4-1 victory with a penalty in the 120+1 minute, the closing a perfect Champions League campaign with 17 goals in 11 matches. In the most elite club competition in the world, Ronaldo still averaged 1.54 goals per game. Absolutely terrifying. However, with the new Champions League format, it may not be long before another player breaks Ronaldo's record. Mbappe is already breathing down the neck of his idol's record. Lewandowski also holds an unbelievable record as the player who scored the most goals within 10 minutes. On September 23, 2015, Bayern hosted Wolfsburg in matchday 6 of the Bundesliga. At the end of the first half, the visitors led 1-0, thanks to Daniel Caligiuri's goal in the 26th minute. In the 46th minute, Pep Guardiola substituted Thiago Alcantara and brought on Lewandowski to strengthen the attack. And even he could not have imagined that he had just set up one of the craziest moments in the striker's career. In the 51st minute, Lewandowski scored the equalizer to make it 1-1. Just 1 minute later, he grabbed his brace. In the 55th minute, he completed a hat-trick with a hammer-like long-range strike. By the 57th minute, his flying volley made the entire Allianz Arena explode. You might think that was the end, but no. In the 60th minute, he finished another rocket with a world-class acrobatic strike, sealing a 5-1 victory for the home side. It took Lewandowski only 8 minutes and 59 seconds to score 5 goals. On the touchline, Pep Guardiola stood there with his mouth wide open, both hands on his head, unable to believe that the substitute had performed so insanely. And the spectators could hardly believe what they had just witnessed either. After the match, Guinness World Records awarded Lewandowski 4 certificates, including most goals scored as a substitute in a Bundesliga match, 5, fastest hat trick, 3 minutes 22 seconds, fastest 4 goals, 5 minutes 42 seconds, fastest 5 goals, 8 minutes 59 seconds. Next, we come to the player who scored in 5 consecutive European championships. Ronaldo scored a total of 14 goals across Euro 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, and 2020. Ronaldo debuted at Euro 2004 at just 19 years old and even managed to score against Greece in the group stage. From then on, he scored in every Euro tournament. At Euro 2008, he scored against the Czech Republic. At Euro 2012, he found the net against the Netherlands and the Czech Republic. by helping Portugal reach the semifinals. At Euro 2016, despite being injured in the final, Ronaldo still scored 3 goals and lifted the trophy with his teammates. At Euro 2020, he played brilliantly again, becoming the top scorer with 5 goals, although his team was eliminated in the round of 16. By Euro 2024, he no longer scored, but became the first player to participate in 6 consecutive Euros. To break this record truly requires a second Ronaldo. Playing in 6 Euros, each 4 years apart, means roughly 20 years of professional football, not to mention maintaining peak performance and scoring in 5 consecutive tournaments. But the first requirement is playing for a national team that actually qualifies for the Euros. Hopefully, Ronaldo can still play at Euro 2028. Since we've mentioned the Euros, because we must also talk about the most captivating national team tournament on the planet, the World Cup. The holder of the record for the most goals in World Cup history is Germany's Miroslav Klose, with 16 goals. He needed only 4 World Cups, from 2002 to 2014, to achieve this remarkable feat. Klose was not an overly flashy or showy player. He did not possess Ronaldo's speed nor Messi's technique, but he had supreme finishing ability and was a true predator at the World Cup. Klose debuted at the 2002 World Cup in Japan and South Korea and immediately drew global attention by scoring 5 headers, helping Germany reach the final. 4 years later, at the 2006 World Cup on home soil, he shone again with 5 goals and claimed the Golden Boot. At the 2010 World Cup, despite being 32, he still scored 4 goals to take Germany to the semifinals. Then at the 2014 World Cup, at age 36, and now the elder statesman of the squad, he scored his 15th goal against Ghana to equal Ronaldo Nazario's all-time World Cup scoring record. He then entered the history books by scoring his 16th goal during Germany's crushing victory over Brazil. After lifting the golden trophy at the Maracana, Miroslav Klose immediately announced his retirement from international football. Since 2014, no one has surpassed the 16-goal milestone. Messi has reached 13, while Mbappe has 12. But the most promising candidate is probably Mbappe. Mbappe is likely to play in several more World Cups, so he has a real chance to break this record. Mbappe also holds another record, the youngest player to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final. Scoring at a World Cup is already a huge honor. But netting 3 goals in the final is truly the peak of a career. Mbappe was just 23 years and 363 days old when he reached the World Cup final and scored 3 goals. On December 18, 2022, the entire world turned its attention to Lusail Stadium in Qatar to watch the final of the planet's greatest tournament. Fans followed Mbappe closely, and especially Messi, the man searching for the only trophy missing from his collection, while Mbappe represented the new generation. Together, they produced one of the most classic finals in history. Despite scoring a hat-trick, Mbappe still had to watch Messi lift the trophy. Even as the runner-up, Mbappe fully deserved praise for carrying the French team throughout that tournament. And that is everything I found online about the unbreakable records in world football history. Thank you for watching the entire video. And this is only part 1. If there are any mistakes or suggestions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss even more exciting videos ahead.